Growing up, when your friend has got beef with somebody, you beef with them too. It was like a rule that they put somewhere. I don't know who made that rule. I need you in the morning, but I need you now. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. It is Friday today and we are looking forward to the long weekend. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Marcelle. I do content around self-love, self-care, self-development, personal growth. So please remember to stay subscribed because we do level up on this channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. God will bless you. So today I want to talk about things that I feel like we've been wasting our time on. The older I get, the more I realize that certain things that we used to do when we were younger are actually a complete waste of time. The first thing I feel like we need to stop wasting our time on is regret. Regret honestly wouldn't change anything and it wouldn't make the situation any better. Remember that you cannot change anything that you can't control. You can't change anything that has already happened. Learn to accept what you cannot change. Regret will only make you feel like you're stuck in the past and you're not able to move on or even move forward. Do not beat yourself up about things that you cannot change. I know that sometimes we wonder about situations that we have been in the past that probably ended badly. We start regretting or thinking about things that we could have done differently, or say to ourselves that, oh, maybe if I was more submissive, maybe he would have stayed with me, or maybe if I went to school or if I did this when I was younger, I'll probably be more successful now. All those things are regrets. Why are you stuck in the past? You need to think about your future and where you're going, because regretting about anything that has happened will only make you being stuck there, and you want to keep moving forward and not going backwards. Remember to live in the moment and not in the past, and also make every little bit of your life worth living. The moment that you spend time regretting and putting all your energy thinking about what you could have done in the past, that time is basically time that you will never get back. Focus more on what you have. So time that has passed is not time that you have anymore on your hands. We do not get any seconds back, any minute back. We do not get any younger. Do not sit around regretting on your past mistakes, because that will not change them. Focus more on getting better to becoming the person that you want to be. Don't live in the past, live in the moment, forward and upwards only, not in the past. Next thing I feel like we need to stop wasting our time on is holding grudges. Don't waste your time holding any resentment or grudges towards yourself or towards anyone that has hurt you, because honestly that only hurts you more. And sometimes we feel like holding grudges will make that person feel bad, and most times the person doesn't even know that you're holding grudges. They're living their life happily and you're miserable and still upset about that thing that they did. I'm not saying that you forgive to forget. You can forgive somebody and not forget, but you know, holding grudges is a completely different thing. I know that some people think that forgiveness is like a sign of weakness. It's like condoning bad behavior, or you're basically a doormat when you forgive someone who has wronged you. Forgiveness is actually the opposite. It is a gift to yourself. It's not a gift to that person. And also imagine how that person will feel like seeing you happy after everything they've done to you, seeing that it's not broken you. I feel like that is actually the most beautiful revenge you can have on someone, is actually forgiving them and moving on with your life happily. You know, you don't have to keep certain people around. When I mean forgive, it doesn't mean that you have to be back, you be best friends with the person or be like you were before. You can forgive someone and just keep your distance. You don't have to be buddy with them. So if you feel like forgiveness is like a sign of weakness for you, trust me, forgiveness is actually the greatest gift that you can give to yourself, not that person. Like I was saying, forgiveness doesn't mean that you've forgotten what happened. Forgiveness is basically you just deciding to move on. The next thing I feel like we need to stop wasting our time on is toxic relationships. Guys, you might have come across a lady, I mean, I've seen it all the time, where a lady will be in a relationship with a guy, a committed relationship. They've been together for so long, for about 9 years, but that guy just doesn't want to commit to her or propose or, take that next step. And then the minute they break up, a guy literally start dating someone else. And then you hear that within literally months of him knowing the person, he's proposed and they've gotten married. You feel like you've wasted 9 years of your life that you can never get back. And this is what I mean by, if a relationship is not working, let it go. If you are in a toxic relationship and you feel like it is not changing, let it go. Do not block your soulmate from meeting your path because you are with the wrong person, the person that God is not designed for you. Imagine that you hold on to a relationship, you pray about it, you try everything that you can to make it work, and you keep staying in a relationship even though you can see clearly that it's not working, but you stay in the relationship because you have hopes that it will work out in the end. And then after like 5 years, you realize that you've just wasted 5 years of your life. Do not waste your time with a toxic friend. If you feel like your friendship is toxic, there's no point for you being friends with somebody who is toxic. Honestly, you are probably better off being by yourself or having no friends. You don't have to have friends to feel like you belong. If a friend is toxic, there's no point having them around. Just move on to some other things. Do not waste your time nurturing or building a relationship with someone who is toxic. The other thing I would say that we need to stop wasting our time on is saying yes to everything, even though deep down within us, we really want to say no. And this applies to the people pleaser. If you do not know how to set your boundaries, some people will take advantage of you. Remember not to always say yes to things that you don't want to do. If people are inviting you out, if people ask you to come out and you feel like staying at home that day, don't say yes because you want to continue being friends with them, because you don't want to ruin your relationship with them. I've literally seen girls that are like in a circle. They maybe go out with their friends and that person is not a drinker, but their friends drink, and basically their friends will ask them to drink even though they're not a drinker. They will drink because they want to please their friends, or they don't want to come across like the boring one in the crew. So they will decide to drink just to please their friend, and then they will end up being so drunk. You can still be friends with somebody that drinks and you don't drink alcohol. You don't have to drink because that person drinks alcohol. No one that actually cares about you will make you do anything out of your will. You should never invest your time and energy on things that are not important to you. The last thing that I feel like we've been wasting our time on is drama. Growing up, when your friend has got beef with somebody, you beef with them too. It was like a rule that they put somewhere. I don't know who made that rule. If my friend is beefing with you, we are beefing too. The older you get, you realize that is just a waste of time. I do not go around making drama with people for just the sake of drama. I do not buy people's issues. I'm not saying that if your friend has got issues with somebody, you have to be friends with them. You don't have to be friends with them, but do not include yourself in someone else's drama. If they're having drama, you don't have to include yourself in it. Actually, I'll try to take my friend out of it. And you guys don't have to be friends with that person again. You don't have to communicate with that person. You don't have to fight. You can even be cordial. Say hi, hello when you meet someone somewhere. You don't have to beef the drama. It's exhausting. When I see people on social media, there's always beef. There's always like who's got beef for who and all this drama going on. It's like you don't have anything better to do in your life. That's basically how I look at it, because honestly, with all the things that people are busy doing, nobody's got time to be beefing unnecessarily with somebody. And the more mature you get, you realize that drama is really just a waste of time, and you will stop having beef with people left, right, center. You will stop buying people's beef. Some people are literally put to beef. Like, people beef, they beef for likes, they beef for clickbait, like they beef. That is what they do on social media. All the beefing, it's just a waste of time. Why don't you spend your time on something more positive than spending your time on negative and always want to be seen as the controversial person, the person that's always got issues, and I have a little fight with someone? I don't feel good about it. I'd rather be in good terms with people than be in bad terms, okay? I like a clear conscience, peace of mind. I don't want to carry all these negative thoughts in my mind. So remember, guys, stop wasting your time on regretting about the past. You cannot change it. Stop holding grudges. That's another waste of time. Stop toxic relationships. Get yourself out of it and find yourself something better, because you deserve it. And also stop saying yes to everything, even though you really, really want to say no. And also just stop unnecessary beef with people. There is no absolute point of it. You do not gain anything out of it. So guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit on that notification bell as well, and I'll be seeing you guys soon in my next video. Bye.